Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show that puts obscure knowledge to the test. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Roy, and this is my friend Rob. We've known each other for 20 years, and we're here from Eastbourne.
Couple number two.
Yeah, hi, my name's Stuart. This is my partner, Mel. We're from Evesham in Worcestershire, and we've known each other for about 11 years.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Nathan. This is Peter, and we are father and son from Gisborough.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Sam. This is my friend Todd, and we're friends from Watford.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks, all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He's a man so clever, he can even talk himself out of a fight with Mike Tyson. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. No, I wouldn't try and talk myself out of a fight with Mike Tyson. If he wants one, bring it on. Absolutely, bring it on, any time. Now, Todd and Sam are back with us. Todd and Sam are on the same podium as they were last time. They were in the 200 club last time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on you today. And we've got Roy and Rob back as well. Roy and Rob. So we were surprised they got knocked out last time. They were very good in the first round. One slightly dodgy answer in the second round. One very good answer in the second round. One slightly dodgy one. But they're going to be hard to beat, aren't they?
I think they probably are, yeah.
Round one today. No one here is going to be too delighted with it, but it is one of those questions I get asked to do all the time.
So we're going to do it today?
Yep.
No one's going to like it.
No.
I'm looking forward to it a lot. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. Our contestants here need to find the obscure answers those 100 people didn't get. Everyone, of course, is trying to find a pointless answer. This is an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we add £250 to the jackpot. Now, Hayley and Anthony didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £4,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, in this first round, I want an answer from each of you, but there is to be no conferring. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will be heading home. OK, our first category today is football. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what that question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Scottish football teams as they could. Scottish football teams, Richard.
Yeah, lots of people north of the border sharpening their pencils as we speak. We're looking for the name of any Scottish football team in any of the Scottish professional leagues. That's from the Premier League down to the Scottish Third Division. Anyone in those professional leagues in the 2012-2013 season. Very best of luck.
OK, thanks very much. Now then, Rob and Roy, you all drew lots before the show, and once again, you are going first this time. Rob, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
Great to have you here. You had a great time last time, Rob. 2 fantastic answers from you we had. And then Roy gave us California. Now, Rob, remind us what you like to get up to down in Eastbourne.
I'm now retired, so I'm playing a bit of golf and doing my garden when the weather stops, do a lot of reading.
Now then, Scottish football.
May I try Caledonian Thistle?
OK, Rob, you're saying Caledonian Thistle. I'm going to need the full name from you, Rob.
I honestly can't remember it. I know it has a name in front now. I'll have to say Berwick and Caledonian Thistle.
Berwick, Caledonian Thistle, says Rob. Berwick, Caledonian Thistle, is that right? How many people said it? No, bad luck, Rob. I'm sorry. Berwick, Caledonian Thistle, an incorrect answer. Sorry, that scores you 100 points there.
Sorry, Rob, I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Mel, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. What do you do, Mel?
I'm a secondary school teacher.
What do you teach?
Languages.
Which ones?
French, German, a little bit of Spanish.
Oh, good. A good spread there.
Yeah.
Now then, Scottish football.
Unfortunately, my job doesn't involve me travelling to Scotland, so this is a bit of a difficult one for me. But I think I'm going to go for Dundee United.
Dundee United, says Mel. Dundee United. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. Absolutely right. $23, Mel. 23 for Dundee United.
Yeah, good start, good answer, well played. Their biggest ever attendance was 28,000 when they played against Barcelona.
There we are. Now then, Pete, welcome to Pointless. Now, Pete, Nathan said that you're a father-son team.
We are, yeah.
Were you 3 when you had Nathan?
No, I wasn't 3.
Anyway, Pete, what do you do?
I work for the local borough council.
Very good. Which
in Cleveland.
department do you look after?
I work in human resources.
Right, you are. And what do you get up to in your spare time, Pete?
I used to play football and cricket and things, but now, as I'm not so young, I've taken up more of golf.
Excellent. Now, I have a feeling you're from near Middlesbrough, from Gisborough.
Yes, yeah.
I have a feeling, just geographically, you're a bit closer to Scotland, so therefore, maybe you have more of an interest in Scottish football.
Yeah, I do. Well, I probably follow English teams more, but I have an idea of a few Scottish teams.
Very good.
I was thinking more of the lower divisions. I would say Stenhousemuir.
Stenhousemuir, says Pete. Stenhousemuir. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many people said it. Good answer. It is right. Well, 23 has been our lowest score so far. Let's see how far Stenhousemuir goes down. Still going down to 1. Brilliant answer, Pete. Very well done indeed. Disappointing it didn't go all the way down, but still, that's a fabulous low score, Pete.
Yeah, terrific answer. Very well played. Stenhousemuir in the Scottish second division in the season we're talking about.
Good stuff. Now then, Todd.
Hello.
Todd, welcome back.
Thanks very much.
Round 1 last time.
Abysmal.
This cannot happen again.
No.
And it's not going to.
No.
You and your knowledge of Scottish football, Todd, what are you going to go for?
I've got quite a few. I can think of quite a couple. I've got one in my head and I'm toying with it, but I think I'll still go with it anyway. I believe Alloa is a Scottish team.
Alloa, says Todd. Let's see if Alloa's right. Let's see how many people said Alloa. It's right. It's right. Well, 1 is our best score so far, and that was Pete. 5 for Alloa.
Well played, Todd. Another Scottish second division team there. They're nicknamed the Wasps. They have a habit of ruining people's picnics.
Thanks very much. Now we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. Pete and Nathan looking particularly strong on the back of Pete's excellent answer of Stenhousemuir. Lovely low score of 1. Then up to 5, where we find Todd and Sam. Up to 23, where we find Mel and Stuart. Then up to 100, I'm so sorry, Rob and Roy. I have a feeling that would have been a great answer if you'd had the last line, the last little component of that answer. But who knows what might happen on this pass? Roy, if we have a low score from you, maybe it might be enough to keep you in the game. Let's hope so. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, remember, we are looking for teams in the Scottish football leagues. Sam, we need a nice low score from you. Welcome back to Pointless, Sam.
Hi.
Remind us what you do.
I'm a midwife.
Absolutely right. And when you're not midwifing, what do you like to get up to?
I'm sort of into arts and crafts. I like sort of cross-stitching. I knit quite a lot.
Good stuff. Now then, our high scorers are Rob and Roy on 100.
Yeah.
You're on 5, so 94 will see you through. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go with one that I'm hoping is right, and if it's right, then it should hopefully be low enough. And I apologise, Todd, if it's not. I'm going to say Celtic.
Celtic, says Sam. There's your red lines, nice and high. Let's see if Celtic gets you below that red line. It does. Only just, but that's all it needed to do. Very well done. 85, that scores you, takes your total up to 90.
Yeah, funny enough, it's all you needed to do because of that 100 points on podium 1. But yet, Celtic, I can confirm, are a Scottish football team.
Thought they were.
There we are. Now, Nathan, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. What do you do, Nathan?
I am a college student and I'm currently studying French, Spanish and English in Gisborough.
Wow. Well, Mel can help you out there.
Language is troop as well, yeah.
Very good. Nathan, what are your hobbies?
I love football, so this is actually a great question for me. And I just love...
Are you going to be able to beat your dad's score of 1?
I'll give it a go. He won't let me live it down if I don't beat him, probably. But it'll be tough. I'll try.
Whose idea was it to come on this show?
It was definitely mine.
Definitely.
I coaxed him into it, yeah.
And Pete was the obvious choice. So
He was
Dad
the obvious choice.
Yeah.
He's smarter than Mum.
Right.
he's not really, I'm joking.
Move out now, I think.
know, yeah. She'll kick me out, don't worry.
Nathan,
Yes.
what are you going to go for?
I am going to take inspiration from my father's name, and I'm going to go for Peterhead.
Peterhead.
Scottish third division team, I think.
Sam's nodding.
Sounds good.
It does sound very good. Peterhead. OK, there's your red line. If you get below that, you're through to the next round. But let's see how far down the column Peterhead takes us. Will it beat Pete's score of 1? It's right, and you're through. But let's see where it ends up. Peterhead. It's a great answer. Oh! You equal Pete's low score of 1. Your total is 2. Very well done, Nathan. Great score.
Stenhousemuir 1, Peterhead 1.
Score draw.
do that. Yeah, third division Scottish team. Only joined the Scottish League in 2000. They were, but been around since 1890.
Now then, Stuart, welcome to the show. What do you do, Stuart, in Evesham?
Yeah, I work in Worcester as a personal tutor to further education students, so 16 to 23-year-olds.
Right, John. What do you tutor them in?
Mainly trying to help them get through their qualification, doing what's necessary, but I teach like personal, social and health to them as well. So.
OK, very good. Now, what do you do in your spare time?
In my younger days, I used to be a footballer and later on a gymnast, which the two don't really combine very well with each other. But luckily I managed to do those.
Wow, footballer and gymnast.
Yeah, so you imagine
Could you pull some
tight
fancy
hamstring.
tricks on the field then?
Yeah, used to. Yep, used to.
Very good. So, yeah, what sort of level did you do the gymnastics?
Gymnastics got up to national level, so yeah, it's
Very
pretty
good. Good stuff. What fun. So then, 23 is your score. The high score, Roy and Rob on 100. So we need a score of 76 or less from you.
Yeah, well, football's a good category for me, but Scotland, not as good as the English clubs, but I will go probably with St Mirren.
St Mirren. And just to clarify, he means his knowledge of it's not as good as English
Yes.
clubs. He's not. That is not any kind of slur on Scottish football. You're going to go for St Mirren. There is your red line, Stuart. If you get below that with St Mirren, you're through to the next round. Let's see how many people said St Mirren. Very well done. You are through. 11. Good answer. 34, your total.
Yeah, one of the founder members of the Scottish League from Paisley, and they had a famous cup win in the 2012-2013 season.
Roy.
Yes.
Roy.
Yes.
Oh,
I know.
Roy. I have such a heavy heart that I say this. You are the high scorers even before you've given your answer.
I know.
But if there's a consolation, last time it was your high score that saw you off. This time it's Rob's. So there's a symmetry there.
Something like that.
Yeah, you don't need. Neither of you need bristle when the conversation turns to pointless. You can jointly shoulder the burden. Now then, how's your knowledge of the Scottish leagues, Roy?
Not great, I have to say. Not a thing I follow very. I do have a friend who supports Hearts, but I'm not going to give that as an answer.
You just have, I think.
No, no.
Oh no, the great luxury of being the last person is you can talk freely.
So I shall go for, and I think they're still in the Scottish divisions, Cowdenbeath.
Cowdenbeath. Great answer. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Cowdenbeath. I'm afraid no red line for you, as you're already the high scorers. It's right.
Come on.
And again, I have a feeling this is going to be a lovely low score. Oh, look at that, Roy. Beautifully low. 2 for Cowdenbeath. Takes your total to 102.
Well, it's a lovely way to leave the show, Roy. It's a very, very good answer. Yes, Scottish First Division side in the 2012-2013 season, sometimes called the Blue Brazil, because one spectator shouted it out in the 90s, and it stuck. And Rob, just to clear up your answer, the Caledonian Thistle one, there was a club called Caledonian Thistle. They changed their name to Inverness Caledonian Thistle, and I had to accept Inverness Caledonian Thistle, given that everyone else, was going to have to give an answer. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Now, those 2 one-point answers we've had, and the 2-point answer of Cowdenbeath, particularly good, because there's only 2 pointless answers in the whole Scottish leagues. Well done to anybody who said Elgin City or Albion Rovers. Well done if you said those at home. I won't go through every team, but I'll give you some of the lower ones, because I know some people will wonder. East Stirling and an Athletic both would have scored you 1. Dumbarton, Montrose, Livingston and Stranraer all would have scored 2. 3 points for Ross County. 4 points for Queen's Park and Hamilton and Airdrie United. And Falkirk, Dunfermline and Clyde all would have scored you 5, as would Alloa, we already know. Wraith Rovers and Brechin and Morton and Ayr United, all of those scored you 6. Well done if you said any of those. Those are the lowest scorers. Let's take a look at the highest ones, the ones that most of our 100 people said when we asked them. Aberdeen with 41. Rangers with 80. Celtic on 85 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair, I'm very sorry, we'll be sending home. Roy and Rob. And also, one of our third best score of the whole round was yours, Roy. Lovely low score there with Cowdenbeath. I'm devastated. I'm lost for words. I thought you were going through to the final. We've had some great performances from you in both shows you've been in. But I'm afraid you are the high scorers at the end of this round, so we have to say goodbye. But Roy and Rob, you've been wonderful contestants. Thank you so much for playing. Roy and Rob.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, obviously, there's only going to be room for 2 pairs in our head-to-head round, so one of the pairs in front of me now will be leaving at the end of this round. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is fictional characters. Fictional characters. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns fictional addresses. Fictional addresses, Richard.
Yeah, it's a nice one, this. On each pass, we're going to give you 6 fictional addresses from film, TV and literature and the initials of somebody who lived there. Can you tell us the character who lived at that address, please? It's going to be 12 in all to have a go at home. Very best of luck.
So we look for the names of the initial characters who lived at these addresses. And here's our first board. 62 West Wallaby Street, Wigan, Lancashire, G. 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom, Pacific Ocean, SS. 4 Privet Drive, Little Whinging, Surrey, HP. 13 Coronation Street, Weatherfield, Greater Manchester, UK, HO. Danemead, St Mary Mead, JM. And 7 Eccles Street, Dublin, Ireland, LB. I'll read those one last time. 62 West Wallaby Street, Wigan, Lancashire, G. 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom, Pacific Ocean, SS. 4 Privet Drive, Little Whinging, Surrey, HP. 13 Coronation Street, Weatherfield, Greater Manchester, UK, HO. Danemead, St Mary Mead, JM. And 7 Eccles Street, Dublin, Ireland, LB. There we are, 6 fictional addresses. 6 fictional characters to be found. Mel.
OK, I know 2 of them for definite, so as a fan of Coronation Street, I'm going to go for Hilda Ogden.
Hilda Ogden, says Mel. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Hilda Ogden. Well, it's right. 26. 26 for Hilda Ogden.
Yeah, she lived there with her husband Stan, of course, famous for the 3 flying ducks on the wall.
There we go. Pete.
Hi.
Pete, now you just knocked it out the park with the last round. Is it going to be a similar job here?
Well, I think I know 2. One I'm more certain of than the other. It's whether to play it safe or whether to go for one I'm not so sure of. I would say Danemead, St Mary Mead, Jean Marple.
Jean Marple, says Pete. Jean Marple. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Jean Marple. Oh, no. Bad luck, Pete. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Pete. Again, I'll give the answers at the end of the pass.
OK, Todd.
Yeah.
Todd, you're the last person to have this board. Do you want to talk us through it?
I think Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. I believe he lives somewhere in a pineapple under the sea, and that'd be SpongeBob SquarePants. And Privet Drive is obviously Harry Potter. So I think I'm going to go with SpongeBob SquarePants.
OK, SpongeBob SquarePants, says Todd. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. It's right. $20. Best answer of the round so far, Todd.
Good answer, Todd. That's what I would have gone for as well. Yeah, lives in a 2-storey pineapple under the sea. Let's look at the rest now. It's not Jean Marple, I'm afraid. It's not Joan Marple, which I thought because it was Joan Hickson who played it. It's Jane Marple. So sorry. Would have scored you 7 points as well. Would have been a terrific answer. Todd, you're right about Privet Drive. That was Harry Potter. Would have scored you 36. Well, let's do the bottom one first. Get out of the way. That's the literary one here. Do you know that one? It's Leopold Bloom from Ulysses. Would have scored 1 point. Now, the one at the top is a good answer. You get that one? What G lives at that address? Anyone in the audience get that? Gromit.
That was Gromit. Of course it is.
Gromit.
Of course it is.
Scored 7 points. A good answer, isn't it?
Great. Very good. Thanks very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 20, the best score of that pass. Well done, Todd. Todd and Sam looking pretty strong at this stage, and up to 26, where we find Mel and Stuart. And then Pete and Nathan, I'm really sorry, up there on 100. Nathan, that might not be the last 100 score of the round. Let's have a nice low score from you, and maybe that'll be enough to see you into the head-to-head. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more addresses on the board, and here they are. We have got apartment 1901, Elliott Bay Towers, Seattle, Washington, FC. 742 Evergreen Terrace, Springfield, USA, HS. 32 Windsor Gardens, Notting Hill, London, PB. Pemberley, Derbyshire, UK, FD. 221B Baker Street, London, UK, SH. And 1630 Ravello Drive, Sunnydale, California, BS. I'll read those one last time. Apartment 1901, Elliott Bay Towers, Seattle, Washington, FC. 742 Evergreen Terrace, Springfield, USA, HS. 32 Windsor Gardens, Notting Hill, London, PB. Pemberley, Derbyshire, UK, FD. 221B Baker Street, London, UK, SH. And 1630 Ravello Drive, Sunnydale, California, BS. Now, remember, we are looking for the names of the initial characters who live at these fictional addresses. Sam, let's have a nice low score from you.
I know 2 for sure, and there's another one I'm fairly sure, and it's just... I think I'm going to play it safe, because a bit of a chicken. I'm going to go for 742 Evergreen Terrace, and I'm going to say Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson, you're going to say for Springfield. Let's see if that's right. There is your red line. If you get below that, you are in the head-to-head. Homer Simpson, how many of our 100 said it? It's right. And you're through. Well done. Wow, 46. Surprisingly low. 66 your total.
Yeah, Springfield was originally chosen because there's so many towns and cities in the USA called Springfield. There's 34 at least. But Matt Groening did say in the end it was based on Springfield, Oregon.
There we are. Now, Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan, what we definitely need from you here is a low score.
Yeah, we do.
Whether or not it's going to be enough to save you, I don't know.
Need a low score, but the only one I know for definite left on there, I'm pretty certain won't be low enough, because the only one I know for certain is 221B Baker Street, London, UK. I can't even think of names for the other 4, to be totally honest. I just have to say the one I know. 221B Baker Street, London, UK, Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, says Nathan. No red line for you, you're the high scorers, but let's see how many of our 100 people said Sherlock Holmes. 92. Ooh, that's a punishingly high score. 92 takes your total up to 192.
The good news for you, Nathan, though, is you drew 1-1 in the first round and you just beat your dad 92-100 in this round.
Good, yeah.
But I'm going to go out on a limb and suspect that your mum would have beaten both of you in this round.
Yeah, I should have brought her on instead, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Thanks very much. Now then, Stuart, good news. You're through to the head-to-head. Less good news, I'm going to ask you to take us through the board.
Well, it's not going to take very long, unfortunately. There's only one I'm possibly going to know, and that's 32 Windsor Gardens, Notting Hill, London, PB, Paddington Bear. OK, you're going to say Paddington Bear. Let's see if that's right. No red line for you, you're already through, but let's see how many of our 100 people said Paddington Bear. It's right. Oh, it's a brilliant answer. Look at that. 6 for Paddington Bear. Best score of the round by quite a long chalk. Takes your total up to 32.
That's a lovely answer, that one, isn't it? Yeah. There is a real Windsor Gardens in London, but there isn't a number 32. Runs out before 32. Let's have a look at the rest of these. Now, do you know the apartment one? The US sitcom?
That is Fraser Crane.
Fraser Crane, yeah. 7 points up with the score. Let's go down the bottom next. Any idea on that one?
No idea.
She's a vampire slayer.
Oh, it's Buffy.
So the first name is easy. It's Buffy, but what's the surname? Do you know the
Summers.
surname? Buffy Summers, yeah.
There you go.
Would have scored 5 points. Now, this last one is a pointless answer.
That is Mr. Darcy. It's not Frederick. It's not. It's a funny one.
Yep. Well, very well done to anyone at home. You'd have added £250 to the jackpot if you said.
I've remembered it. Fitzwilliam Darcy.
Fitzwilliam Darcy. Yeah. That's nice. It's not often you get a round of applause, is it?
Oh, was that for me? Oh, well, there you go. Thank you very much. Sorry, I should have wallowed a bit more. I thought that was... Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm doing my wallowing now. We can... thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, I'm afraid it's Nathan and Pete we have to say goodbye to. Oh, after that fantastic first round as well, with just a low score of 2. 192 this time. However, I have absolutely no doubt you'll come back next time and do fantastically well. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Nathan and Pete, thanks so much for playing. Great contestants. Thank you. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Stuart and Mel, Todd and Sam. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £4,000. So now we have to decide which pair goes through to the final, and to do that, you're now going to go head-to-head. The difference being, of course, now you are allowed to confer. And the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for the jackpot. Very, very best of luck. Promises to be an exciting head-to-head. Let's play it. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns country music stars. Country music stars. Richard.
We're going to show you 5 images now of famous country music performers. Can you identify the most obscure?
OK, let's reveal our country music stars, and here they are. We have got A, B, C, D, and E. 5 country music stars. Now, Stuart and Mel, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first.
Yeah. OK, not entirely sure, but I think D is Kenny Rogers.
You're going to say Kenny Rogers for D. Kenny Rogers. Now then, Todd and Sam, can you talk us through the board, do you think?
I think...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only ones we... Obviously, E's Dolly Parton.
A, I think possibly
it could be
Shania Twain, but I'm not... I think Dolly Parton's going to be too high.
Yeah.
So I think we should go for A.
Yeah? Yeah, let's give it a bash.
We're going to just guess that A is Shania Twain and hope for the best.
A, Shania Twain. So we have Kenny Rogers and we have Shania Twain. Stuart and Mel said Kenny Rogers. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Kenny Rogers. It's absolutely right. It's a great answer. 37. And Todd and Sam have said A is Shania Twain. Oh, I think this is going to be close. I wouldn't want to call it. Let's find out. How many of our 100 people said Shania Twain? It's right. Oh, 40. Shania Twain. I thought you were going to do it there. Very well done to both pairs, but Stuart and Mel, particularly well done to you. After one question, you're up 1-0.
That was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like a bit of country. I tell you what, exploring the back catalogue of Kenny Rogers is not a bad idea to do. It's got some cracking tunes there. Now, B is a terrific answer. 2 points if you knew that was Charlie Pride. Very well done if you said that. And another good answer is C. Much more famous more recently, Reba McEntire. The big country stars would have scored you 4 points. And so he is definitely Dolly Parton. What do you think Dolly would have scored?
I think she might be in the 80s.
Well, it's 94.
Wow, look at that. Good for her.
94 points.
Brilliant. OK, so here comes your second question. Todd and Sam, you get to answer it first, but you have to win it to stay in the game. It concerns broken biscuits. Broken biscuits.
Can you guess what this might be?
I'm guessing. I like it. It's going to be an anagram.
It is. We're going to show you the names of 5 biscuits, but we put them in anagram form. Can you solve them and pick the most obscure?
Excellent. So let's reveal our 5 biscuit anagrams, and here they come. We have got Beards Rainforth, Cure Roman Bob, Airbag Lid, A Hectic Soviet Lodge, and Cursed Tarmac. I'll read those one last time. Beards Rainforth, Cure Roman Bob, Airbag Lid, A Hectic Soviet Lodge, and Cursed Tarmac. There we are. 5 biscuits.
We're going to go with A Hectic Soviet Lodge as chocolate digestive.
Chocolate digestive, A Hectic Soviet Lodge. Now then, Stuart and Mel, can you talk us through the rest of the board?
No.
Yes.
We do know the bottom one's custard cream, and the third one down we think is Garibaldi. So I think we're going to go for Garibaldi.
Mm-hmm.
OK, you're going to say Airbag Lid, Garibaldi. So Todd and Sam have gone for chocolate digestive. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. It is right. 20. 20 for chocolate digestive. Stuart and Mel, you have gone for Garibaldi, Airbag Lid. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people spotted Garibaldi. It's right. 46. Very well done, Todd and Sam. You've done what you had to do. You're back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yes, well played. How did you get on with this round?
Hopeless.
It's quite hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cursed tarmac, we've already had. You're absolutely right. It was custard cream, and that would have scored 38 points. But those top two, the second one is bourbon cream.
I said bourbon
Would have scored you
something.
14. Yep. And the top one is a pointless answer. Anybody at all got that? Shortbread finger is the right answer,
good.
and it's a pointless answer.
That's not really
Very
a
well
real
done.
biscuit, though, is it?
Very well done to anyone who got that
Not
at home.
a
Very
real-
well done to anyone who got it in the audience.
Sorry, I'm going to stop you there for a second.
You can't really dunk it, can you?
What, a shortbread is perfect for dunking. It's-
Oh, no. I don't really consider it in the biscuit family.
Oh. What a can of worms that was. Right, OK. Whew. OK, on to the third question. This is the decider. Whoever wins this goes through to the final and plays for that massive jackpot of £4,000. Best of luck to both pairs. It concerns Magna Carta, the Magna Carta. Richard.
Yeah, Sam, I hope you don't have any controversial opinions on the Magna Carta. We're going to show you 5 clues now to facts about the Magna Carta. The team that can pick the most obscure is going through to play for the jackpot, so very best of luck to both teams.
OK, let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they are. We have got the year in which the Magna Carta was sealed, the US TV chat show host whose questions about it stumped David Cameron, the King of England who accepted and sealed the Magna Carta, the number of clauses in the original document, and the Archbishop of Canterbury, who is instrumental in the sealing of the Magna Carta. I'll read those one last time. The year in which the Magna Carta was sealed, the US TV chat show host whose questions about it stumped David Cameron, the King of England who accepted and sealed the Magna Carta, the number of clauses in the original document, and the Archbishop of Canterbury, who was instrumental in the sealing of Magna Carta. There we are. 5 clues to facts about the Magna Carta. Stuart and Mel, you go first.
Yeah. Not a great round for us, but I think we're going to go for the year in which the Magna Carta was sealed and say 1565.
1565, say Stuart and Mel. 1565. Now then, Todd and Sam, the board is yours. See if you can talk us through any of these.
Yeah.
I don't think our history teachers are going to be very impressed.
No. I think we could hazard guesses at...
The chat show
Yeah, we
host.
think the chat show, it's either David Letterman
Or
Jay
Jay
Leno.
We're both kind of...
I think the King of England must have been... Well, I'm judging the fact that it was Henry VIII, and I don't know why that's in my head. And if it is, then the Archbishop's...
Thomas Becket.
Thomas Becket.
I think we should go for the chat show host.
Is David Letterman or is Jay Leno?
I'm not confident on either, really. Should we say David Letterman?
Let's go for it.
Are we going to say the chat show host is David Letterman?
David Letterman, say Todd and Sam. David Letterman. So we have 1565 versus David Letterman. 1565 was the first answer from Stuart and Mel. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said 1565. No. Todd and Sam have said David Letterman. All you have to be is correct, and you are through to the final. Let's find out. David Letterman, is it right? It is right. You are going through to the final to play for that jackpot. 35 people said David Letterman. Well done, Todd and Sam. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, unlucky Stuart and Mel, you're very, very close with 1565. You're just 350 years out.
Right. Okay.
Oh, it's annoying when you lose, when it's...
Yeah, it's so close.
12-15 it was. Would have scored you 18 points. Now, the king who accepted and sealed the Magna Carta...
Henry VIII.
It was King John. It was King John. And he would have scored you 38. And so the Archbishop of Canterbury was Stephen Langton. Would have scored you 3 points. Terrific answer if you said that. And the number of clauses, well, this is a pointless answer. And I think this is a pointless answer that's even harder than shortbread finger. You wouldn't have a clue?
No, not a clue.
No. And you take a long time guessing it as well. It's 63. 63, so very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed. So, at the end of our head-to-head round, I'm afraid our losing pair is Stuart and Mel. But you played so well throughout the show, and they were quite tough categories, actually. Very well done in the biscuits, everyone, and that was great. But the country music stars was pretty tough, and facts on Magna Carta, really very testing indeed. Anyway, we'll see you again next time. That's the good news. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Stuart and Mel, thanks so much for playing.
Good luck. Good luck.
But for Todd and Sam, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Todd and Sam. You've fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win today's jackpot, which at the end of the show stands at £4,000. What would you like to see come up in this final round?
Sports, I guess. American sports I'm good at.
Possibly geography.
Geography, yeah. Sounds pretty good. Keen on chemistry.
Maybe, or some science, or maybe animation. I like kind of Disney and...
OK.
I've just listed everything you're not going to put up there.
Do you know, I never know what's going to come up. But anyway, OK, there we are. Now, as always, you have to start by choosing a category, and here are your 4 options. They are Oxford, prize winners, American politics, British sitcoms.
Wow.
Not prize winners, because it could be anything.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on Oxford. British sitcoms
we said
could
we
be
wouldn't
anything,
do
though.
film.
Yeah, I know.
And American politics could be anything.
But then prize winners could be Nobel Prize winners.
Yeah. But it might not be.
Yeah, it might be, well, you know. I don't know, what do you think?
If you want to go for prize winners, I did.
Should we go, honestly, out of those
Do you think,
ones,
I think American politics, I will be terrible at. Go on, then. I'll go with, he's boss, so I'm going to go with him.
Prize winners.
Prize winners, please.
OK. Prize winners. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 3 options now in this category. It's going to have 1 minute. You're going to give us 3 answers, but you can choose from any of these 3 options. You can give us any film that has won the BAFTA for Best Film since 2000, any novel that has won the Booker Prize since 2000. I suspect some people at home might find some obscure ones there. Or any acts that have won the Brit Award for Best Single since 2000. So BAFTA Best Film, Booker Prize novels, or Brit Award Best Single since 2000. Good luck.
OK. As always, you've got a minute to come up with 3 answers. And to win that jackpot of £4,000, only one of those answers has to be pointless. Now, remember, the answers you provide can come under any of these categories. They can be all 3 from one, or 2 from one and 1 from another. But they have to come from films that have won the BAFTA for Best Film since 2000, novels that have won the Booker Prize since 2000, or acts that have won the Brit Award for Best Single since 2000. Are you ready?
Yep.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, what do you know? I think possibly Adele, but she's quite obvious.
Yeah, she's from Jessie J. Did she win a Best Single?
She possibly could have. That would be a bit lower if it was.
Yeah.
Any novels, you know?
I'm thinking, does that include like fiction, like the Booker Prize? Is that like fiction stuff as well, or?
I don't know. I don't know
I'm
what the Booker Prize
I was
is.
thinking, like, I don't know if Philip Pullman won anything.
Oh, possibly. Well, films.
Films that won the BAFTA for Best Film. Hurt Locker, I know that won an Oscar.
Possibly, yeah. Slumdog.
Slumdog Millionaire.
That's going to be quite hard.
Yeah.
I think it's a good answer, though.
Yeah, it could be. What's the other Danny Ball? Did Trainspotting win anything? I don't know if
when
that
was
won.
Trainspotting? Was that
that's actually
before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Films.
Which ones have you got? I'm going to say, I think it's Jessie J. I think won the Best Single.
Slumdog
Millionaire. And then...
10 seconds left.
We could think of another act. Think of maybe Kasabian or something.
Kasabian could have won a Best Single.
Who did Ruby?
Kaiser Chiefs.
Say that.
Kaiser Chiefs.
OK, time is up. I now need your 3 answers.
OK, we're going to go with films that have won the BAFTA, we think, is one of them be Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Acts that have won the Best Single, we're going to say Jessie J.
Jessie J.
And Kaiser Chiefs.
And Kaiser Chiefs, so 2 in that category.
Yeah.
OK, of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Kaiser Chiefs, if it's correct.
Kaiser Chiefs will put last. Which is your least likely?
I think Slumdog.
Slumdog Millionaire will put up first. OK, let's put those up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have got Slumdog Millionaire, Jessie J and the Kaiser Chiefs. Well, very, very best of luck. Your first answer was Slumdog Millionaire. Obviously, this has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot of £4,000. So let's find out. Slumdog Millionaire, did it win BAFTA for Best Film? How many people said it? It did win the BAFTA for Best Film. Very well done. Slumdog Millionaire, a correct answer. That's the first thing it had to be. Second thing it has to be, of course, is pointless. It's now taking us down through the teens into single figures. Oh, 6. That's a great score. Very well done. Not a pointless answer, though, so we move on to your next answer. The second answer you gave was Jessie J. Now, again, this has to be correct, then it has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. £4,000, that's a decent jackpot. Todd, what would you do with your share of that?
My share, well, I think I got a really nice trophy cabinet for my trophy, I think.
What a good idea.
First of many to come.
There. Now, Sam, what about you?
Nice holiday somewhere, I think, somewhere hot.
Very good indeed. OK, so you have said Jessie J. Let's see if she ever won a Brit Award for Best Single. If she did, how many people said it? Not Jessie J. Not Jessie, but you know what? I mean, if she had, I don't think that would have been a pointless answer.
She should have.
I don't... You tell her.
Get on it, yeah.
Yeah, OK, now, everything is now riding on your final answer, Kaiser Chiefs. Let's hope that this is a pointless answer. Let's find out. If it is, you leave here with £4,000. Have the Kaiser Chiefs won Best Single award at the Brits since 2000? How many people said them? No! Bad luck. Bad luck. Well, one perfectly good answer there and two perfectly plausible answers, but alas, neither of them, neither Jessie J nor Kaiser Chiefs have won Best Single. More's the pity. Well, unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm sorry to say you don't leave here with today's jackpot of £4,000. That will roll over onto the next show, but we've really enjoyed having you on the show. And you do, of course, get to take home a pointless trophy each, so very, very well done.
Yeah, lovely to see you do so well after you joined the 200 Club in your first show and now all the way through to the final. Shows it can be done. Two perfectly good answers there. Jessie J's been nominated twice in 2012 and 2013. She's lost out to One Direction and to Adele.
I was going to say One Direction.
They wouldn't have won you the points,
No,
One Direction, yeah. They would have scored you 10. And Kaiser Chiefs were nominated in 2008. They lost out to Take That. Let's take a look at some pointless answers in some of these categories. So, films that have won the BAFTA for Best Film. Atonement would have been a pointless answer. The Aviator, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Return of the King also was a pointless answer. And The Pianist, well, I don't know if you said any of those. Novels that have won the Booker Prize, there's lots on this. The Blind Assassin by Margaret Atwood, Line of Beauty by Alan Hollinghurst, Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes and Vernon Godlittle by DBCPA. You'd also could have had The Finkler Question, The Gathering, The Inheritance of Lost, The Sea, The White Tiger and The True History of the Kelly Gang. Well, I don't know if you said any of those. And acts that have had a Brit Award for Best Single. Liberty X won it for Just a Little. S Club 7 won for Don't Stop Moving. Tiny Temper won it for Pass Out. And Will Young won it for Your Game. Very well done if you said any of those at home. Hope there's nothing up there that's too obvious.
Might you have said any of those?
I mean, I know now Tiny... those
At a
ones
push
you know,
S Club, but I kind of forget how far back 2000 actually is, I think. So.
Easily done. Well, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Todd and Sam, but we've loved having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Todd and Sam. Now, sadly, Todd and Sam didn't win our jackpot today, which means it rolls over onto the next show when we will be playing for £5,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.